Hey, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Hazeeq, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at Moonriver. I do want to say that I'm not a financial advisor. You should do your own research before investing money into crypto. If you haven't seen the previous update, make sure to watch that before watching this one. It's going to be linked in the top right hand corner of the screen. Now let's jump straight into the TA. So taking a look at the daily chart, you can see that we still have the same Fibonacci retracement set up on the chart from the low in October last year to the swing high in February last year. We got to the second fib level here at $38 with the Moonriver, and right now we went through a pretty hefty correction, 76%, and now we're slowly but surely starting to retrace. But we are in a channel up pattern here, so it does look like we're gonna have a breakdown from here unless we manage to break the resistance above us. So the resistance that we keep banging our head on needs to be broken. So we have to get out of this channel, invalidate it, back test it as support, and then we're good to take out our next target. But if we continue in this channel, there's a really good chance we're going to see a breakdown, because that's what usually happens with channel down patterns. We did retest this support level that I gave you at $10.40. As you can see, we wicked right through that, so that was a pretty good entry point. If you had set up some buy limit orders at around about that price, you could have been up 73% already, and right now you're up 44%. So that would have been a nice entry if you were looking to get into Moonriver. And even right now, these are fairly good prices to enter Moonriver, especially for those who have their average buying price, above $30, $40 maybe. You have to try to bring that down as much as possible before the next leg up. Of course, not financial advice. Now, taking a look at the daily RSI, you can see we went into the oversold here in April, and that lined up nicely with this low that we had, brief low, and then we retested that low one more time, as you can see on the price action. So we created some sort of a double bottom pattern here, and then we broke above the neckline. So what we can do is we can take this trend line and draw that as a neckline, and then from the bottom there, and we took out the target of this double bottom pattern here. So that played out nicely, and right now we're holding the 20 MA on the daily. So this would have been a perfect entry point based on the daily RSI. If you zoom out and you take a look at the last time we were down there, that was June 2023. So it was all the way down here when we had this pullback last summer in 2023. And then before that was in May. We had a pullback, and then before that we had a pullback in December 2022 when we retraced all the way back to $6. So right now we're doing pretty good, generally speaking, because we are printing a higher low. So we have this low here, we have a high, and right now what we're doing is we're printing the wave 2 of the potential 5-wave structure that we're going to have. So this was wave 1, you have a corrective wave 2, and then you're going to have a wave 3, which is supposed to be the biggest wave of the Elliott wave structure. Then you have a wave 4, and then a wave 5 to, get us to the blow off top in this up and coming bull market. Hopefully that is the way it's going to play out. We can't look into the future. What I can say is that if you're bullish on the project and you're looking to pick up more coins, make sure to set up some buy limit orders at, for example, you can take a look at this first fib level here at $11.80, and then you have $10.40. Those would be two important levels, and as long as we're above the 20 MA on the daily, we're doing good for now, and we need to get above this major zone here. That would be our next sort of point of struggle. So this zone over here is going to be a pretty hefty resistance, and what could end up happening is that we have this support level here, we break below it, and then we start retracing, we run into it as resistance, and we get sent back down to the same low that we started retracing from. That's also a possibility. That does happen quite often, so make sure you keep an eye on this level. As you can see, we had multiple back tests of support throughout 2023 and 2024 before we lost it in April. So look out for that $19.25 resistance, which is the 1.414 Fibonacci level. Let's switch over to the weekly. And before we continue with the video, I want to give a quick shout out to my Patreon. If you're interested in getting more exclusive content, you want to support me as a creator, and you like what you're seeing here on YouTube and you want more, feel free to check out the Patreon. That's definitely a place for you. There's a 7-day free trial, which means you can get access to all of my content since the inception of the page. So that means you get podcasts, low cap gems, technical analysis, project reviews, and a whole bunch of other stuff. We try to do posts there on a daily basis. We cover airdrops and a lot of stuff that we don't really cover on YouTube because we don't have as much time. And of course, because patrons get more stuff and more content. And if you're interested in that, the link is down below in the description. Thank you all. Let's continue on with the video. So taking a look at the weekly chart, you can see we had a descending triangle here, and we broke down over there. We almost got to the technical target of the triangle. So you can see we had the technical target sitting at $9, which was around this local top from April 2023. And then we only managed to drop down as low as $10.36. So you could say the technical target was met, you know, just maybe a few percentage points off, which is not a big deal. What is a big deal though is the fact that we are below the 20 MA on the weekly. You can see over here we were going for a very nice bullish cross. The 20 MA was about to cross to 55. That would have been our bull market confirmation for Moonriver. Now, considering that it's still on the lower side of things in terms of market cap, this could turn around relatively quickly. I mean, take a look at this candle over here. This is a massive candle, and if we try to measure this candle, that's a 598, it's like 600%, so a 7x in a week. And then you only do like a 75% retracement. So half the move was essentially eaten up. What we can do is we can set up a fib here. Let's try to do that. And you can see we got back to the 0.5 level, which is $11.41. We did not even touch the 0.618, which is still a possibility. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying we can't drop below the 0.5. That's still a possibility. So you can add that level, and in case we do drop down that low, you can pick up more tokens. But this would still be bullish. This would still be pretty healthy. As long as we stay above the golden ratio, we should be good to go. Because obviously we want to print a higher high, so we do not want to be coming back down to this October low. And we want to be printing a higher low as well for an uptrend. And then of course, with the next leg up, hopefully, which is going to start sometime this summer, once we have that massive move to the upside, we'll have a bullish cross on the weekly. That will be our bull market confirmation, like the one that we had for a lot of different altcoins already. And then our massive resistance level here, a massive block that you can see here above us, $85 down to 44.5. That's based on these two touches from March 2022. And that's going to be a really important level for us to break. Once we can do that, I think from there it's going to be much easier pumping. And especially with Polkadot 2.0, if things go well, all of the Polkadot projects should be doing much better. Taking a look at the oscillators, let's see what's going on here. Okay, so we dropped below the support block that I gave you there. Okay. And then we had, okay. So we're sitting below the 50 mark on the index, and that's a good point to be getting into Moonriver. I mean, look how overextended we were. And look where we are sitting right now. This is a healthy retracement, a healthy correction. Now we're going to refuel, and we're going to have another move to the upside. So things are looking pretty good, in my opinion, if you're asking about Moonriver. And we're back in the oversold on the stochastic. As you can see, once again, we're sitting below the index of 20, like we were back in April, May, June, July, August, September, and October 2023. So this is giving us a buy signal. And then for this, I wouldn't be using the MACD. Let's check out the volume. So the volume was essentially non-existent here throughout 2023, and then 2024 we popped off, and then we obviously started going down. So the volume needs to pick up. The volume needs to pick up big time here for Moonriver. And again, really good thing here is that we're not dropping back down to those October prices. This shows strength. We're seeing a lot of wicks here below $12, below $12.5. So people are buying up Moonriver below those prices, and that's good to see. And that is above the February 2023 high and the November 2022 high. So we broke above this level of resistance here. And now we came back down to retest it as support. From there, hopefully we can have another leg up, which would be our wave 3. That should be it for this video. We're still looking at the same prices that we covered in the previous updates of Moonriver. So anywhere between $150 to $200 would be amazing if we can get to those prices during this bull market. And let me know what are your targets. Let me know what are your average buy-ins. Thank you all for watching. Stay safe and take care.